R. Sucharita, Government Degree College, Khairatabad, Hyderabad, Department of English. So today we are going to continue, that is poem television, which is written by Roald Dahl. So in the earlier video we have done about the pre-reading activity, about the author, and about the poem. So today we are going to do about the glossary and the poem which is written by Roald Dahl. So he is Roald Dahl, and first we are going to do glossary, that is meanings. So this you can see on page number 143. Clog, C-L-O-G, clog. Clog is nothing but it is blocking. If something clogs in the pipes, or if something blocks, what do? We try to repair it, or we will be calling the person who repairs it, and we tell him to clean it so that there is good supply between that pipe. So that is block or choke up, or to be filled with something so that nothing else passes through it. So that is the meaning of clog. Then clutter, C-L-U-T-T-E-R, clutter. Clutter means it is to fill a place with things that are not organized. So when in the room, when the things are not organized, and if everything, if the place is filled with all the things, it looks so clumsy. So that is only called as clutter, to fill a place with things that are not organized. So when the room is not well organized, when all the things are scattered like anything in the room, then it is called as clutter. Then contented. Contented means it is satisfied or it is happy. We should be happy with the things we have. Okay, I'm contented with my life. So even I say that I'm contented with my life. That means I'm satisfied, or I'm very much happy with my life. So that is only called as contented. Contented. Then foul, Foul, foul. Foul means it is unpleasant. Foul smell, they say, something like bad smell. So that is only called as unpleasant. Then gape, G-A-P-E, gape. Gape means it is stare. So some people, they will be staring. Okay, so we will be asking them, why are you gaping at me like that? Or why are you staring at me like that? So that is only called as gape. To look at something or someone with your mouth wide open because you are so surprised. So we will be gaping when we are surprised. So, a person who is average in the class, and when he works very hard, very diligently, if he works, then what happens? He will be getting a very good grade, or he may stand as the topper. So, how the people will respond? They will be gaping. That means they will open their mouth wide open and they will be so surprised. So, that is only called as gape. And then ghastly, Ghastly. Ghastly. Ghastly means it is extremely unpleasant or bad. Extremely, which is unpleasant or very, very bad. It's extremely bad, we say. So that is only called as ghastly. Then Great Scott, Gadzooks, 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 Great Scott. That means it is expressions of surprise or amazement. Amazing, we say it is so amazing or it is so surprising. So that is only called as Gadzooks or Great Scott. Then junk, Junk, junk. Junk is useless or cheap or shoddy material. Most of the students, they like junk foods. So junk foods are nothing but they are useless foods. They are cheap foods, they are sold on the roadsides, and it is a shoddy material. So that is called as junk. Junk is nothing but it is useless. Then lol, LOLL, lol. Lol means to sit or lie down in a lazy, relaxed way. So when you are sitting in a very relaxed way, and when you feel very lazy, especially on a holiday, you will be in a lull. That means you will be sitting and you will be lying down in a very lazy and relaxed manner. And then the next one is lounge, LOUNGE, lounge. So, lounge means it is to recline, act or move in a lazy way. So, when you are moving in a when you are acting or when you are moving in a lazy way, that is called as lounge, LOUNGE. Then the next word is muffle. So, muffle means it is subdued, to make a noise quieter or less clear. So, when a noise is made very quietly, to make a noise quieter, muffled drums we say. Okay, especially these muffled drums we will be hearing in the funeral. Okay, it is less clear or it is subdued, to make a noise quieter or less clear, that is called as muffle. Then nauseating. Nauseating means something that makes you want to vomit. You feel like vomiting. Okay, if you have that feeling of vomiting or revolting, that is only called as nauseating. Nauseating. Then repulsive. Repulsive means extremely unpleasant or disgusting. Some behave in a very disgusted manner. So seeing them, we say, I'm feeling very disgusted, very unpleasant. And it is not unpleasant also, but it is extremely unpleasant. Extremely unpleasant, it is called as repulsive or it is called as disgusting. Then ridiculous. Ridiculous means very silly. Okay, very foolish or very silly. It is called as ridiculous. Then slop, SLOP, slop. Slop means to keep oneself in a disordered way. So when you are not in an ordered way, that means when your life is not in an order, if it is disordered, then that is called as slop. Slop means we have to remember that it is disorder. Disorder is called as slop. And then SLOP. Then the next one is tot. 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 Tot means a small child. A kid, KID. A kid is called as a tot. A small child is called as a tot. 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 So this is glossary. And now we are going to do this poem, that is television, which is written by Roald Dahl. Okay, so I'm going to read the poem first and then we will do the poem. I'm going to explain you the poem and I'm going to teach you the summary. So, the most important thing we've learned so far as children are concerned is never let them near your television set. Or better still, just don't install the idiotic thing at all. In almost every house we've seen, we've watched them gaping at the screen. They loll and slop and lounge about and stare until their eyes pop out. Last week in someone's place, we saw a dozen eyeballs on the floor. They sit and stare and sit until they are hypnotized by it, until they are absolutely drunk with all that shockingly ghastly junk. Oh, yes, we know it keeps them still. They don't climb out the window sill. They never fight or kick or punch. They leave you free to cook the lunch and wash the dishes in the sink. And did you ever stop to think, to wonder just exactly what this does to your beloved tot? It rots the sense in the head, it kills imagination dead, it clogs and clutters up the mind. It makes a child so dull and blind. He can no longer understand a fantasy, a fairyland. His brain becomes as soft as cheese. His powers of thinking rust and freeze. He cannot think, he only sees. All right, you'll cry, all right, you'll say. But if we take the set away, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain. We'll answer this by asking you what use the darling wants to do. How used they keep themselves contented before this monster was invented. Have you forgotten? Don't you know? Well, we'll say it very loud and slow. They used to read, they read and read and read and read, and then proceed to read some more. Great Scott gadzooks. One half their lives was reading books. The nursery shelves held books galore. Books cluttered up the nursery floor, and in the bedroom, by the bed, more books were waiting to be read. Such wondrous, fine, fantastic tales of dragons, gypsies, queens, and whales, and treasure isles, and distant shores where smugglers rode with muffled oars and pirates wearing purple pants and sailing ships and elephants and cannibals crouching around the pot, stirring away at something hot. Oh, books, what books they used to know, those children living long ago. Oh, please, oh, please. We beg, we pray, go throw your TV set away, and in its place you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. Then fill the shelves with lots of books, ignoring all the dirty looks, the screams and yells, the bites and kicks, the children hitting you with sticks. Fear not, because we promise you that in about a week or two of having nothing else to do, they'll now begin to feel the need of having something to read. And once they start, oh boy, you watch the slowly growing joy that fills their hearts. They'll grow so keen, they'll wonder what they'd ever seen in that ridiculous machine, that nauseating, foul, unclean, repulsive television screen, and later each and every kid will love you more for what you did. So, this is the long poem of Roald Dahl, that is television, which is written by Roald Dahl. So, once again, you try to remember the glossary, that is the meanings which I taught you. That is gaping, lol, and then slop, ghastly, then slop, then fantasy, and then fairyland, and then what is entertaining, what is contented, and what is this galore, 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 and then muffled. Who are these cannibals? And then crouching, and then repulsive. So, once you are familiar with these words, then you can understand this poem very easily. So, in the next video, I'm going to teach you the summary or explain you about television, which is written by Roald Dahl. So, thank you.